Hello, beautiful souls. Lisa here. And today, what I want to talk about is how you're waking up in the morning. What is the feeling, your emotions in the morning? When the alarm goes off, is it like gratitude and love and excitement for the day? Or is it a sense of overwhelm and panic? And like listing out all the things that you need to do before your feet even hit the ground. If you are the second, then this video will be for you. And what I'm going to explain here is how this happens and how you can work through it. I don't want to say make it go away or combat it, because it's not about fighting this. It's about embracing it and realizing why it's happening and making shifts in your day-to-day that support you better. So I have been suffering from overwhelm and panic for like 20 years. It started in college for me, and then college was a very busy time. I was working full-time while going to school, and so there wasn't a lot of free time, and it was very go, 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 go. Like there was no downtime. Then from there, I started working full-time. Well, I was already working full-time, but I continued to work full-time. And then I started having kids. And with kids, you don't get to sleep for like a year. And then when you keep having them, it becomes a decade, you know? And then there's more things to do. You have to take care of the kids and all the things that you are already doing. So it's no surprise to me that I wake up panicked and overwhelmed with a list of at least 20 things to do every single morning. And when I feel that, it's uncomfortable, you know? And a lot of the times too, like I would make so much progress the prior day and like feel really good about myself and life and how the next day is gonna go. And then it's like something resets overnight. And it's like you start right back over. That's how it feels for me. And so somewhere along the line, after I had the kids, it turned into dread. Like I was pulling myself like on a chain through life, you know, going through all these motions. And after the dreading every day when you wake up, feeling overwhelmed and panicked every day when you wake up, and that's how you start your day. If you have this and you just ignore it and say, hey, it'll go away once I start going, and then start, you know, tending to everything around you, what that tells your body is that you don't matter. It tells your body that everything else around you matters more than you do. And then that creates this distrust, disrespect for yourself. And then if you think about it, like, why would you want to, like, why would you wake up happy and grateful? Like, all you're doing is everything for everyone around you without taking even a minute, just a minute to yourself to figure out how you want your day to go. So this is the medicine for this situation. And I'll be honest with you, I lost the dread earlier this year. So the dread is gone, but still waking up with that overwhelm and panic every day. And right now, in the last few years, I haven't been working at a regular job. And I always thought that, you know, it was that was creating all of this. So it was really difficult whenever I wasn't working. And like I have things to do, but it's like, it's not nearly as much, you know? And I still was waking up with this. And I'm like, why? Why is this here? It's like my body is trained to feel this way at this time. So what I've been doing, because I still wake up with this every morning. I think it's still a symptom of burnout. I'm still working through burnout, still learning how to listen to my body and rest without guilt, you know? I still wake up with it, and it's like, I don't understand really why. It does get less and less with the techniques that I'm going to give you. And it's a lot less time. So like, instead of feeling that overwhelm throughout the day and that overwhelm kind of driving me, which when that happens, you show up differently. You're going to show up differently if you're awakened with love and purpose than if you are like your own slave driver. Okay? It's two different energies. So in the morning, before I pick up my phone, before I make any children food, before I make myself coffee, I sit and I breathe and I just check in with myself and I say, hey, I'm feeling overwhelmed right now. I'm feeling a bit panicked right now. I'm listing out all these things that I need to do for other people right now. And I take that time and I say, I'm allowed to feel this way. The feeling is here and I'm going to sit with it. And just doing that, taking a minute or two, maybe 5, maybe 10, the more the better, but just a minute to come into your body, acknowledge what you're feeling. I'm feeling overwhelmed. Why am I feeling overwhelmed? Well, because like this life that we're expected to live, it's overwhelming, y'all. We are not machines. We are not machines. Yet we're trying to be machines. We're trying to be these perfect machines, but we're not. We're humans. So something that really, really helps me, because it's really hard, at least it was for me, to welcome these uncomfortable emotions after so many years of rejecting them and resenting them and wishing they would go away and wishing I didn't have them. So what helps me is imagining that this sense of overwhelm that you're feeling is like a sad, abused puppy or kitten or kid, whatever it is that, you know, you have the feels for. So you imagine this sad and abused, traumatized animal come to you. And that's like the overwhelm, right? The panic. Imagine that feeling as that sad, abused animal. And how would you treat that animal? Would you be like, you shouldn't be like this? Why do you feel like this? You know? Or do you get down on its level, give it space, let it be? You know, you give it food, you give it water, you give it shelter, and you let it come to you in its own time, because that animal probably has trust issues because it's been abused, right? So the same thing with these emotions. Like, if you imagine them to be this abused, sad, hurt animal, and you approach that uncomfortable emotion in this way, where you're just sitting with it, you're allowing it to be, you are creating that space for it to do whatever it needs to do while providing it what it needs physically, you know, food, water, shelter, love, nurturing. And it happens slowly, but trust starts to build. The animal will start to come closer to you. And that's exactly what happens with these emotions in the morning. Like, if you take the time to sit with it and allow it to be there, and to maybe even make something less overwhelming for yourself. You know, say no to something. You don't have to be overwhelmed. You don't have to please everybody. You don't have to take care of everything. You do have to take care of yourself. And if you don't, you show up differently. You know, like you're being pulled or dragged through life. You lose control of your life. Your life is controlling you. The external is controlling you when you don't take this time in the morning to check in with what you're feeling, decide how your day is going to go. You know, what do you want to accomplish today for you? So just take that time in the morning and it changes your entire day. It changes your mornings, makes your mornings a little better. Slowly. Be patient with this. It took a long time to get here. It's going to take a little while to get out of it. It changes your whole day, which changes your whole week, which changes your month and your years, and it builds this momentum. It builds this trust within yourself that I am here for me. I am here, I'm present, I'm listening. I'm not minimizing my feelings. I'm not trying to make them go away. Whenever you're trying to make them go away, they just keep coming back stronger because what you resist persists. So stop fighting it and treat it like it's a hurt, abused animal, because that's what it is. It hurts to be driven like a machine when you're a human, and that's okay. But you can take this back. You can take this power back first thing in the morning, before you look at emails, before you look at texts, before you look at what's expected of you for the day. Check in. How am I feeling? Allow yourself to feel that way. It's totally okay. Whatever it is, I give you permission. How do you want the day to go? How are you going to be today? How are you going to show up today? You know, this one little shift has, like I say, I still wake up with that sinking feeling and the beating of my heart, but it only lasts a couple minutes now because I'm like, hey, it's okay. I'm here. How do we want today to go? One last thing I want to leave you with. This is something that I do, and I haven't heard